You must turn from sin to be saved. Jonah 3:10 tells us that turning from evil ways is works. Romans 11:6 states that if it is by works, then it is no longer by grace. And grace is exactly how we are saved, through faith, according to Ephesians 2:8, making it clear thus far that salvation is excluded if it is by works. Romans 4:4-5 tells us that to him that works for salvation, which includes turning from sin according to Jonah 3:10, is the reward not of grace, which is consistent with Romans 11:6, but it is of debt and is specifically to him that works not, to him that does not try to turn from sin to be saved, but rather believes on Jesus. His faith is counted for righteousness. Ephesians 2:9 flat out tells us that salvation is not by works, that it is not by turning from sin. Titus 3:5 tells us that it is not by works of righteousness which we have done. It is not by turning from sin, but by his mercy he saved us. 1 John 3:4 states that sin is the transgression of the law, telling us that turning from sin would be keeping the law. Romans 3:20 says that no flesh shall be justified by the deeds of the law, making it clear that no flesh shall be justified by turning from sin. Galatians 5:4 states that whoever is justified by the law has fallen from grace, that Christ has become of no effect to you, making the same point as both Romans 11:6 and Romans 4:4, that it is not of grace, which in conclusion is not of salvation. Galatians 3:11 making the same point as Romans 3:20, that no flesh shall be justified by the law, doubling down on the fact that no flesh shall be justified by turning from sin. Galatians 2:16 tripling down on it, stating that a man is not justified by the works of the law. 3 different times we see this said in this verse, making it abundantly clear that a man is not justified by turning from sin. Romans 3:21 tells us, "But now the righteousness of God without the law, without turning from sin, is manifested, being witnessed by the law and the prophets. Even the righteousness of God, which is by faith of Jesus Christ unto all and upon all them that believe, for there is no difference. For all have sinned and come short of the glory of God." Being justified freely by his grace through the redemption that is in Christ Jesus,